Andy Robertson is set to leave Liverpool at the end of the season. Yes, that is the second player to confirm that they will be leaving Liverpool at the end of the season after earlier last month, Mohamed Salah revealed that he will be parting ways with the Reds from Anfield at the end of the season, despite having an extra year left to his current contract. Welcome back to the Football Tribe UG channel. Robert Kesakos is my name. Yes, yesterday it was revealed that the 32-year-old Scotland left back will be leaving the club, that's Liverpool, at the end of the season. I do not think there's been a more loyal servant in recent times than you've had Andy Robertson, Alexander Trent-Arnold, Mohamed Salah, and as part of that Jurgen Klopp class of players that won a Champions League title in 2019 and a Premier League title in 2020. So, Andy Robertson once signed back in 2017 to Liverpool from Hull City for what is reported to be an initial £8 million, but I think he's been quite the decent servant. After 9 seasons with the Reds, he's thus far made 327 Premier League appearances, scored only 11 goals, but has provided as many as 60 assists, giving him a 71 goal involvement. Now, I do not think during the time of Jurgen Klopp's era, we did see a more potent left back than Andy Robertson, as well as a right back in Alexander Trent-Arnold. Those two were the cornerstone of Liverpool's creativity under Jurgen Klopp. But like all good things come to an end, Andy Robertson did reveal that he will be calling an end to his Liverpool career. Just recently in January, Tottenham Hotspurs were reported to hold interest in the 32-year-old, but could not make the deal happen, as Liverpool could equally not find a quick replacement for Andy Robertson. So, after 9 years at the club, I think he's had quite a very, very successful career. Like I said, it was part of the Champions League winning squad back in 2019. Won the Premier League title, and in fact has won 2 of those in 2020 and in 2025 under Arne Slot. This season he has not been used that much. He's been behind the pecking order of Milos Kakes. In fact, he's featured in only 19 Premier League games, not because of injury, but because Milos Kakes is ahead of him in the pecking order under Arne Slot. In addition to those 2 Premier League titles, he's also won an FA Cup, 2 EFL Cups, as well as a UEFA Super Cup. That was back in 2019. So now, with Andy Robertson leaving, as well as Mohamed Salah, that does speak to what is a complete change from that scintillating side that Jurgen Klopp had built. The likes of Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino, Gini Wijnaldum, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Divock Origi, Nathan Elneny, all those kinds of players. Jordan Anderson, Virgil van Dijk is going to remain as one of the lieutenants as part of that squad. The likes of Alson Ramsey-Specker is one of those. Joel Quensha left in the summer to join Bayer Leverkusen. So I think Joe Gomez is one of those few that will remain from that era, So looks like it's quite the complete transition thus far. It's not yet 100%, but it does point to that direction. I do suspect that soon or later, Virgil van Dijk will be calling an end to his time at Liverpool, while also Ramsey-Specker could be headed down the same direction, and that's why they were quick to sign Georgi Mamadashvili. So, anyways, I think it's the inevitable. Simply because no matter how good a player, no matter how good a stage it is, you are bound to leave at some stage. We have an adage that says even a good dancer eventually leaves the stage. For Andy Robertson, now is that time. We know for a fact that Alexander Trent-Arnold left last summer, so you have 2 players leaving. Nonetheless, still staying with Liverpool, and Liverpool are close to agreeing a new deal with Ibrahim Konate. Yes, it is not yet done and sealed, but with Real Madrid believed to have brought an end to potential talks with the French defender back in November 2025. Liverpool have since made new offers to Ibrahim Konate and are close to getting a deal done to renew his contract, which is a very, very good step in the right direction because, like I mentioned, sooner or later, Virgil van Dijk will be leaving the club because after this season, he will only have a year left to his current contract. Then we know for a fact that they let go of Joel Quensha, even though they have a buyback clause in his contract, I think for about 60 million pounds plus. Then we know that Giovanni Leoni is still a youngster. Joe Gomez was close to leaving the club to join AC Milan last summer. However, that move was blocked after Liverpool failed to land the services of Mark Kehi. So then you look at Ibrahim Konate as possibly the only longer staying defender that could be left at the club after the likes of Virgil van Dijk leave. So, whereas they are going through a transition, one too many changes at the same time may not be too good for the club. We've seen how they've struggled with their right back position, with the injuries of Jeremy Frimpong, and then subsequently Conor Bradley being absent, that so often they've been forced to play Dominic Szoboszlai in that position in the absence of Joe Gomez. Sometimes we've seen how the changes in the left back role have impacted on Liverpool. I do not think they will be eager to have, a centre back pairing change, let's say in about the same season, because as years go by, Virgil van Dijk is going to become less and lesser effective in his role. So that means you need two players that can, slot quite back in. Regardless of what you think of Ibrahim Konate, because he's had quite the turbulent season in terms of his form, he is a very good defender, and I think they could still use him for the years to come. The question is, which other defender are they going to go out there and target? We know for a fact that they've already agreed a deal to sign Jeremy Jacquet from Stade Rennes, the 20-year-old French centre-back who was quite of significant interest to the likes of Arsenal and Chelsea when you go back last summer. I think that deal is worth about 55 million pounds as the initial fee plus 5 million pounds in expected add-ons thereabout. So that's a step in the right direction. In addition to him, we do not know whether Liverpool will be making an extra addition other than that, because last summer they already signed Giovanni Leoni. So that means if you bring in Jeremy Jacquet, you have Giovanni Leoni, you have Virgil van Dijk for an extra season, and then you get to renew Ibrahim Konate's contract, which is very, very good news. Like I said, too many changes at the same time may not be good for this Liverpool side. So a smooth transition could help that backline. But we've seen them stumble throughout the course of this season. So it is a step in the right direction. Whether it will be Arne Slot in charge of that team next season, that is a question that we still ask ourselves, because it looks like Liverpool are on course to end the season without any piece of silverware. That 2-0 defeat against PSG in the quarterfinals first leg at Parc des Princes did not leave Arne Slot painted in any glory, even though they are still hopeful that they can overturn the deficit in the reverse fixture at Anfield. It is still possible, but let's wait and see how things will span out by the end of the season. So that's it about Liverpool. Do not forget to comment, like, and share on this video so that it can be further recommended to other people of similar interests. The more you do those actions, the more our content gets recommended. But if it is your first time on the channel, do not forget to click that subscribe button and turn your notification on so that you can be notified every time we put out a new video. Otherwise, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye for now.